Hello dear students, so welcome once again, and in this lesson we are going to learn how you will customize any shape using selection tool. So when you will work with Adobe Illustrator, you must have to use shapes a lot, and therefore it's really essential that how you will customize the shapes, and this is what we are going to learn right now. So therefore at first we need to create a new document. So you can see here we have some preset list here, so you can pick any presets from here. So as an example, I'm going to pick this postcard option, or instead of that you can go for the new file option, and from here you can pick any preset from here. So as an example, I'm going to pick this later preset and I'm going to click create. Okay, this is our document, and at first we need to create a rectangle shape as like before. So here is the rectangle tool and I'm drawing a rectangle shape. Okay, now we will learn how you will customize these things. So you can see that in our rectangle shape we have some pointer. So let me use this selection tool. So we have some round pointer in here. So if we were looking for making a rounded corner for your rectangle shape, what you have to do, you just have to place your mouse to this round icon, and then you have to use your mouse and you have to pull here. So now what you got a rounded rectangle shape. Okay, so I hope you got the idea how these things is working. Always you have to focus on this round icon. So this icon is especially using for making the rounded corner. So if you need more, you can move these things later. You have to use your mouse to left button, and you just have to press and hold and move your mouse. Okay, so maximum till here we can place our rounded icon, and then we will have the shape of our rectangle shape similar like this one. Okay, so let me get back as like before. Okay, cool. So now you need to work with the fill color. This is our rectangle shape, but it's empty. But if you need to change the fill color, actually it's not empty, it's contain white color. You can see here inside the properties tab, this is the appearance option, and under the appearance here is the fill option. And if you take a look at left side, this is the option for fill and stroke. Okay, so you can see here that we have the white fill color. So instead of white, if you want to change the fill color, you just have to click in here. If you want to use it, you have to double click in here, or if you want to go from the appearance option, you can click this fill option. So let me pick this fill option, and this is the option for picking up the color. Okay, so this is the color preset. This preset will have under the appearance, but if you double click with your mouse in this fill and stroke option, then another pop-up will appear. So I hope you got the difference between this fill and this fill option. So if you need any specific or exact color that you need to put for fill color, you can use these things. So if you know the color code as well, you will be able to place or paste the color code in here. So we have the color picker, we have the color box in here, so you can select the depth of the color. So right now we have red color preset inside our color picker. So if I click in here, this is our red color, and if you need for dark red, in that case you have to select inside the dark red in here, and this is the preview area. So instead of red, if you were looking for green color, you can pick the green color, and you can pick the active green, light green, dark green. Okay, so depend on your needs, you can pick any color. So for specifying the different type of color, you have to select this line. For yellow, you can pick this one. Here is the yellow color. For blue, this is the blue color. This is the pink one. This is the red one. Okay, So this is for identifying the specific color. And if you are looking for using just a direct color, you just have to click in this fill option. Then you will have a direct presets. So from this preset you can pick the direct color from here. But instead of that, I want to use this fill and stroke option, and let me pick this color, this light red color, and let me click OK. Okay, so you can see that to our rectangle shape filled with the light red color. Now let's learn about the stroke. So you can see here we have a stroke option. Actually, what is a stroke? The stroke is this border called the stroke, and we have the black color stroke in here, and we have only 1 point of stroke. That means we have very thin stroke in here. But if you want to increase the thickness of stroke, you just have to increase the point. So let me increase the point, and you can see the result in here. So instead of 10 points, let me go with the 15 point, and here is the stroke is appeared. But if you want to change the stroke color, what you have to do, you just have to click in this stroke option. Then you will have the same color pattern option, and from here you can pick any stroke color. Like we have the black color right now, but instead of black, if you want to pick the yellow, here is the preview, here is the pink, here is the gold, here is the green, here is the purple. So there are lots of colors available. But if you don't want to use any stroke, in that case, this is the no stroke option. So if you don't want to use any stroke, just click in here and you can see the stroke is gone. So I hope this things is how this things is working for stroke. So I'm keeping the this blue color stroke, and let me increase the point for 15. Okay, and the same things, if you don't want to use any fill color or no fill option, what you have to do, you just have to click this fill option, and you will also have this no fill option in here. So let me click this no fill, so the fill color is gone. Okay, so now instead of that, instead of this no fill option, I'm going to pick this red one. Okay, now we need to learn about the uniform. Okay, so how you will learn about the uniform? Actually, not about the uniform, we need to learn about the uniform, we need to learn about the borders and many more things. So if you are using the essential working window, in that case it will be hard for you to have the uniform option, like uniform, stroke, and all the other option that should be present in here, but we don't have this one. Therefore we have to active the essential classic work mode. So how you will do that? You have to go for this switch workspace option, and from there you have to click in this essential classic option. Right now we are using the essentials, and for having all these steps that is required, you have to go for the essential classic option. Okay, so as I was saying, that once you will click essential classic, you will have different type of option. Like instead of this properties, what we got the properties, inside the properties you will have this, all these things in here, like the fill color, stroke point, uniform, border, style, alignment, transform, and many more. Okay, now let's learn about the uniform. So in our stroke, if you need to apply different type of styles, in that case you can use this uniform. So if you click in uniform, you will have different type of options. Like let me select this with profile 1, and you can see here that our rectangle shaped strokes are implicated with this with profile 1. Let me select the second one, and you can see the changes. Third one, fourth one, fifth one. Okay, so these uniform are basically associated with the strokes. Okay, and I'm going to use this plain uniform. Okay, now let's learn about the brush. So if you click in this brush option, you will have different type of brushes. So as an example, let me select this brush, and you can see the changes over here. Then let me pick this one. You can see that the brush is changing for the strokes. Then here is one, here is another. Okay, so if you need to apply different type of brushes for the borders, you can border strokes, you can use this brush option. Okay, so let me increase the stroke once again. Okay, now let's learn about the opacity. So right now we have 100% opacity, but if you need to decrease the opacity, in that case you can use this opacity option. Like we have 100%, but you somehow or some other purpose you need to reduce the opacity level. Therefore you have to click this opacity option, and from there you can reduce the opacity. And here is the preview. Right now I am using 50% opacity, and this is the output. If you're looking for reduce more opacity, this is the final output. Okay, so let me go with the 100%. Now let's learn about the style. So if you click in this style option, you will have different type of color preset. So let me pick this one. This called the bevel style, and here is the output. But instead of that, if you want to use some kind of artifact, in that case you can pick this one. And once you will click here, here is the outputs. Okay, so here is another, here is another, but I want to keep this one, and it really looks good. Okay, the next thing is about recolor artwork. Actually, what is recolor artwork? Let me tell you that we have that blue color artwork in here, but instead of that, if you want to change the color, then you can use this recolor artwork. So once you will click in this recolor artwork, you will be able to change the color, and then a different type of color combination will be available. Let me click here, and here is my pop-up. Okay, so which color you need to implicate in here, you can pick it up from these wheels, or you can use this color library. So if you click on the color library, then you will have different type of options available. Okay, so let me show you with the wheel first. So instead of blue, let me pick this red color. Let me place this red color in here, and you can see our output is appeared like this. So we have two color combination. Here is the green and here is the red. Okay, so if you need to place the yellow color, here is the yellow and here is the purple. And now let me show you how the color library works. And here is the color library, and from here you can use any option. Like let me use this color book or a celebration, different type of color library available. So I'm going to use as an example that nature, and from here I'm going to use this flowers option. So you can see this is the color library, that flower color library is applied in here. Then let me go from the nature, here is the beach. Okay, so here is the output. Let me go for the corporate option. Okay, you can see the wheels over here, and from here you can change the expected color that you are looking for. Then you will have like celebration. Let me round the wheel. Okay, so I hope how this artwork, I mean recolor artwork, is working. I hope you got the idea. And if you want to reset all these things, you just have to click this reset option. Okay, so we just learned how you will customize any shape using selection tool, and till now we learned about the entire uses of selection tool. So I'm going to see you in our next lesson.